yesterday we didn't have a chance to talk to you. Can you kind of take us through the process? The players I spoke to were really supportive of how you handled what was obviously emotional day. How did that all play out, and kind of where do you go from here as a team?
Well, it was something that I was going to have during the day, but after I talked to a guy or two, I decided to start the day with it, and and it encompassed our whole day. We met, fairly long in the morning, took a break, came back in the afternoon. Guys had individual groups. I was impressed with the players in there, where they were coming from. It's obviously a serious situation that we're dealing with, and I think our players responded well, and they have some good things planned that they can do, some programs they can help, and we're going to help them any way we can.
Mike Kliss, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach. On the other hand, my video is not working for some reason. On the other hand, as a football coach, with all the stops and starts you've had for really the last 4 or 5 months, are you concerned about getting your team ready for game one?
Well, coaches innately are concerned, but we all knew that this was going to be a improvise and adjust training camp with everything going on. And yesterday was one of those days where we needed to improvise and adjust, and we did, and we think we're better off for it.
Next up, Barney Stapleton.
Fangio, kind of playing off that a little bit, Vic, how many days do you think you have to really make decisions on, the 4 or 5 roster spots that or starting spots that you need to make at center, cornerback, this sort of thing? How many days do you really have to have that down so that you can head into preparation for the season with some cohesion?
Well, in a normal training camp, I'd say by the 3rd preseason game. In this training camp, I think we need to, by the week of the first game where we start practicing. If it, we'll look for it to happen before then, but if it's not, we'll keep letting it play out.
Next up, Ryan Eiland.
Hey, Vic, yesterday, which one player or 2 players or 3 players spoke up that really resonated with you personally?
Well, they all did. Everybody that spoke, and there were several of them that did, coaches included, they all resonated with me. Everybody's got something that they can lend a hand to on this, whether it just be an opinion or an experience or where we need to go. So pick 1 or 2, I think, wouldn't be good because, all of them resonated with me.
Next up, Brandon Cristal.
Hey, Coach, can you go through just a couple of injuries? Do you know how close some of the guys like Ojemudia and maybe Todd Davis are?
Well, Ojemudia is still, he's getting better. Obviously, he's still not practicing yet, but he is getting better. Who's the other one? I couldn't hear you.
Sorry, Todd Davis.
Todd's getting better, not practicing yet, but it's nowhere near the calf injury he had last year. He is getting better, and I think we'll see him out there sooner rather than later. Sooner doesn't mean tomorrow, but I think he's getting better.
And then with Gordon banged up, it seems like Royce Freeman got a bunch more carries in recent days, and he's continued that. What have you seen from him? Because we talk about Phillip and Melvin so much. So what have you seen from 28?
I see good work. He's an NFL quality back, and he deserves to be on our team. And we're good. We're blessed to have 3 good NFL quality backs here, and a rookie that's doing good too.
Next up, Eric Dalala.
Coach, first, just want to confirm that Jerry Jeudy's okay after looked like he was shaken up there, and then
I think he's okay. It wasn't anything that Vince felt like he had to tell me about. So and I don't think he pulled himself out or anything. I think he's fine.
And then with AJ Boye, what is it about his game that allows him to pick off so many passes? It seems like he's around the ball a lot.
Well, he's got good instincts. When you couple instincts with experience, you have a chance to be around the ball more often. And he's dove himself into learning our system, all the fine points that could help a corner. And he's picking them up quickly. And he's a good addition. We're really happy to have him both as a player and a person, and looking forward to him.
Next up, Mark Kisla.
Hey, Vic, to what extent do you think being together off the field, bonding together off the field can help you on the field? I don't know if a Thursday in August can help you on 3rd and 7 in October. What's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, you're talking about the intangible there that is hard to quantify. But I do think if a team is closer and genuinely likes each other, nobody likes each other the same way, but if there's a bond between the team, it can carry it through tough parts of a game, tough parts of a season, and keep everybody pointed in the same direction. So obviously there's no way to quantify or measure that, but I do think it's there.
Next up, Jeff Legwand.
Hey, Vic, I just wanted to see a couple things. First, is in your discussions with the players yesterday, as the head coach of the team, was there anything specifically they wanted you to do moving forward, or things they wanted to see from you in terms of organizationally moving things forward?
No, there was nothing specific there. I think they know that with them on it, we have their back as an organization. We'll support them any way we can, but nothing truly specific that I can tell you. That
And then just,
meaning I'm not holding it back. There wasn't.
And then just a football question in terms of do you know how tomorrow's going to look structurally? Will you do certain team periods, game situations? What will it look like tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to try and make it as much as a game-like as we can. We're going to come out and go through pregame warm-ups just like we would on a pregame for a real game. We're going to time it out just like we would for a real game. We're going to go in after pregame warm-ups. We're going to come out at the same time we kind of would for a real game. We're going to have a kickoff. We're going to put the ball at different places on the field, to start series and drives. We're going to incorporate kicks in there, whether it be a PAT, a field goal, or a punt. And then we're actually at some point, we're going to go in like a halftime. There's going to be a 10-minute delay. We're not going to go the full 12. We'll be in there for 10 minutes, come back out, let them get loose like they would have to in a real game, and kick it off for the second half, and repeat that same sequence, putting the ball in different spots to try and hit all the situations. I'll control the down and distance a lot just to try and make sure we hit some situations that way. But we're going to try and make it as game-like as we can.
Guys, time for a few more. Next one, Rod Mackey.
Yeah, Coach, following up on that for tomorrow, how valuable is tomorrow because you did not have the 4 preseason games?
Well, I think it's valuable from a lot of different small areas. One, we got guys that have never been in that stadium. That's going to be good for them. Even the guys that have been in the stadium, it's always good to go back down there, be in your stadium. It's good to intermix the kicking game plays as they would happen in a game. We do that during practice during the season with field goals, but we're going to try and do it with everybody. So the substitution process, guys getting in and out, will be good to practice. We're going to have, I'm not sure of what the crowd noise rules are. I'm hearing different things, but whatever they are, we're going to have the crowd noise in there that you're going to be allowed to use for stadiums that have no fans. So obviously we're doing it so our offense will experience it in the stadiums that we're playing in with no fans. And the defense will be able to experience the noise we'll use at home games. So there's a lot of little crumbs that I think make it worthwhile. And after it, if we feel we need to go down there and do it again to some degree before Tennessee, we'll do it again.
Last two, Zach Stevens and Kyle Newman. Zach, go ahead.
Coach, what have you seen from DeMar Dotson to get him those reps that he got today with the ones? And does he still have a shot to earn the right tackle job?
He does, but it's up to Elijah to lose it too, As long as Elijah's playing the way we think he's capable of playing, he'll be the right tackle. If he's struggling, then we have DeMar there to replace him with.
Last one, Kyle, go ahead.
Hey, Vic, so you said the guys came back yesterday after lunch and met in smaller groups. How was that kind of broken out? Was it by position? And was it just a continuation of the things that were talked about in the morning, or was it different?
It was just randomly, it was done organically. We had, 6, 7, or 8, I'm going to say 7 or 8 areas, and guys just kind of gravitated to somewhere, and there was coaches intermixed with them. And we just did it that way. So, because some guys are a little hesitant to get in front of a big group to express their views or opinions, and everybody wrote down what was discussed in those small groups. Then we reconvened, and a guy or two from all the groups came up and presented the things that their groups came up with.